Hey y'all, today I'm doing mostly not as you see. Um, I forgot to turn the actual like in-game sound on Honkai Star Rail back on, so there's no audio with it. I replaced it with this music that you hear, so hopefully that kind of what I'm saying, fills in that gap. But yeah, here I'm just going through getting my teams ready. I love the DOT team. The DOT team is just so fun to use. Now, it did take me, how long did it take? I think about 5 cycles, I think, to get this done. Mainly, it's just because it's my Don Hang, which we'll see on the second half. As I went over in my overview, he's not that good, so. But I mean, he still get the job done. You know, he don't discriminate. So, but here, just going through normal rotations. Always want to try to get Ruan made old up as fast as you can. That way, your teammates, your allies can be doing as much damage as possible. One thing about Black Swan, as you see, I got her ult. You always want to pop her ult first. She increases the amount of damage that they take from, your other sources of damage. So always use Black Swan's ult first, and then anybody else's ult if you do have it. Yeah, these enemies, they're not too bad. That one big dude in the middle with the shield, he can call in those other two enemies, and he can call in more as well. They sap some of his energy, or not energy, life. They sap some of his life, but you can break it. Like, you can break the energy sap because he does like a big attack that drains your HP and heals him. You want to try to do enough damage to him before that happens, so that way it breaks it. With both sides, because I did MOC 8 also before this. Um, both sides, it seems like they're just doing, you fight one boss enemy at the start on that first wave, and then second wave it's the same enemy. It's just then they add another elite enemy as well. It's not too bad. I mean, this is only 9, so it's not too difficult. It does get harder though. It's like I'm a attempt 10. I will record it. I will post my 10, even if I don't clear it in the 20 cycles to get all 3 stars. I will still record it. I'll show that, and then I'll show me actually completing it if I can. I don't even know if I can. With the release of Sparkle in a day, I think she got about a day left. She's gonna make a lot of things easier. She's gonna definitely help my Don Hang. I might spin back because she gives so much crit damage with her skill and her ult and just everything. Like, her whole kit, everything she does is really good for him. So I might spin back, try to get him that 70 crit rate like I talked about in my overview, so that way he can actually be doing as much damage as possible. We're almost done here. Just go ahead, spin it all, get it out the way. Trying to clear it before. If you look on the top left over here, that 27, that's just cycles. You want to clear it within 20 cycles to get the full reward, all 3 stars. So here, that's why I'm trying to spam and hurry up, because the cycles carry over between the halves. It's first half and there's a second half. That's why you saw me pick 2 teams. Is try to hurry up and get as many cycles in as possible. As you see, my Jink went up back. I'm sorry, they went to 28 because I didn't finish the full 28th cycle. That's why I was trying to hurry up and get it before that 27. Here, I was trying to think about what I wanted to do. I couldn't really think about it. And then I was like, I might as well go ahead and try to go for max damage off of it. So I went ahead and reset. That way I could pop Don Hang's ult, get his 2 skill points, and then use a free level 3 basic with him. So that way I get as much damage off as possible. I can go ahead and get this weakness bar lowered, so that way I can break him easier, and he don't have so that way he doesn't summon his little goons or whatever. They're very annoying. It's just more and more things you got to deal with. Then they put up the performance points and all that extra shit. So here, went for max damage, 67k. It's really not that good, honestly, for Don Hang, but it's not that bad either, honestly. But yeah, these MLCs have been getting they've been getting kind of easier with the releases of these broken ass characters, but at the same time, of course, with the release of more and more broken characters, they are increasing the difficulty on it. So it's just, I think it's more about knowledge. You know, you gotta know what your characters do, know what you can do, make sure they're built correctly as well, so that way you can get through it in as less cycles as you can. I two cycled the first half, which gave me a whole 8 cycles to try to beat the second half. So I knew I was fine. I knew I was going to get the 3 stars anyway. I wasn't really worried about the 3 stars, to be honest. But most definitely, it can get pretty hectic in here, and it's never really been about surviving. Surviving's not the problem, because you got people like Fujuan, people like Fujuan right here, people like her, people like Ho-Oh. You know, they're very good sustainers for your team. Um, so it's never really about surviving. More so, I say it's about, can you deal enough damage, you know, to kill them within the cycles. Um, cycles, if you're wondering, cycles, I don't even exactly know how they work myself, but it kind of dictates how many times you can go in a turn. You know what I'm saying? Like in a cycle. That's why you want to build characters with speed, so that way they can go more times in one cycle. People like Hanya, you'll see her attack maybe 2, sometimes 3 times, you know, during one cycle, because of just how high her speed is. Um, Most people would opt for like a Yukong in this situation to replace Hanya. Yukong gives, I think, I forgot exactly how much. I don't know off the top of my head. It's also trace dependent, but she gives crit rate and crit damage off her ult, which is very good. This is very good. It's just her mind. She's not really built, so she probably would die in here, and I don't got time for that. You know, you gotta try to keep everybody alive so that way you can clear it. Excuse me, as fast as possible. Excuse me. With Archeron coming out soon, I suspect I'm gonna be able to just blow straight through all of these MOCs. Like, I have 2 very strong teams right now. That being, my first team is Argenti's team, which is Argenti, Hanya, Team Yoon, and then Ho-Oh. And my second team would be the DOT team that you just saw. So Kafka, Black Swan, Ruan Mei, and Fushuan. Um, they're both really strong teams, but I'm not gonna say the DOT team will get replaced with Archeron, because she's not a DOT character, but she does feed off of Nihility characters being with her to apply debuffs. So I mean, she's gonna of course have her own little separate team going on, but I actually seen in my overview, I had said I think that she, you know, one of her best teams would be her, Kafka, Black Swan, and then Venturing, because he could put a debuff on characters too. But I seen her not traces, her Eidolons. She actually can like negate a whole part of her trace like passive, where you don't have to run, you know, 2 Nihility characters. You could just run 1. So she's gonna be really cracked. I'm definitely gonna do some videos on it when she comes out. Like I said, summoning video, 1,000 resin showcase, all that. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. That's gonna be coming up in probably, because I know Sparkle comes out tomorrow. Then should be about 18 days maybe. So about a good 3 weeks. But yeah, we'll definitely, I'm gonna pull through for y'all. Go ahead, get that summoning video out, get the 1,000 resin video out, and then get the showcase out for her. Coming about to the end of this now. Do the ult and then do his skill, and yeah, we won pretty easy. I didn't really have to think about it too much, you know. Appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.